Hello guys, today is August 6, 2020. It's already a Thursday. Kamusta linggo ninyo? You're watching me, Nikki, also known as Business Trader, here in Awesome 10X Live for our Philippine market update. So today, let's go to our stocks. PSEI is up 69 points, 59. 1.18%. A lot of people like that number 69. So let's take a look at your stock picks. Your pure gold finally is above your dollar peso rate of 49 plus. Dollar peso rate is something like 49.15, 49.25. It fluctuates like that. So pure gold is now higher than that. It's now trading at 50 pesos. Tumataginting na 50 pesos. And that is a 7-year breakout. Let's take a look at that. 7-year breakout after like forever. I can understand that people probably said sa wakas after sobrang tagal. Let's take a look at that chart. So in the Philippines, we are dominated by supermarkets, and pure gold has been an essential. And not just that, pure gold has proven that they have the cash flows and the sales and the revenues, and was not expensive at all. So you could see even in the last 10 years, pure gold has actually been a laggard. When we say laggard, if you've invested your money in pure gold, in the last 7 years, your money would have done nothing, as in it was just zero. If you bought at 47, it's only now that after a few years' time, after 7 years, pure gold is finally giving you the love that you always wanted, which is for it to go up. So of course, that's a different scenario for people who got pure gold at low prices, say 35 or any price below 40 bucks. So they're up maybe 20, 50, 20%, 30%. And more so for the people who got pure gold at really low levels. But pure gold has this saying, always tayong panalo. Pure gold, always panalo, which is always a winner. So is pure gold really always a winner? I tell you the truth, pure gold has been a 7-year famine. So in the last 7 years, from 2013 to 2020, despite sales revenues, despite earnings, and despite increasing their store count from 200 stores to 400 plus stores and counting, pure gold was neglected for a very long time. In the last 7 years, it seems as if the Filipinos wanted to sleep like Rip Van Winkle and say that, I don't want to buy pure gold. So it's actually a happy day to tell you that finally, after 7 years, pure gold is breaking above that 48 level and is now trading at the magical number 50 pesos. So maybe the question is, at 50 pesos, is pure gold cheap? Well, historically, it is cheap, but I know for a fact that just because it's historically cheap doesn't mean that it will be higher and higher. But this is a beautiful thing to note, that at the very least, pure gold is above your 50 mark, 48 mark, and your only resistance here is 55. Generally speaking, those who have pure gold should hold their winner. And we have been opining that pure gold deserves to trade at least 60 bucks, which is about 20% higher from here. It took a very long time. It was a long, long time. How long was it? This is an uptrend since 27 for about 4 months, since April, 4, 5, 6, 7. Finally, on the 5th month, which is on August, pure gold finally breaks above. And is this the final move straight to your 60 peso level? So I'm not sure if that would happen, but this is a positive thing. Those who have pure gold, hold on to your winners. It's not yet too early to it's too early to sell. I mean, for the last 7 years, pure gold never moved. Maybe this year it will finally move. Of course, we like pure gold because they are trying to improve in their e-commerce front. You could see in their quarters, in fact, in one of their quarterly reports, Puregold even had these trademarks such as Pure Pleasure. And I was like, in a comedic fashion, I said, what's Pure Pleasure? What's Pure Pleasure, Pure Gold? What are you doing with Pure Pleasure? But they have Pure Cash. They've got, so if you look at the trademarks that they've been doing, it seems as if Pure Gold is aggressively trying to improve not just the shopping service of supermarkets. Of course, you've got your shopping ally. Pure Gold has Sally, Sally. The shopping ally is Pure Gold's trajectory to become more e-commerce friendly, to help you shop online. So of course, a lot of people want to shop online, and Pure Gold is responsive. In fact, as early as 2019, prior to COVID pandemic, Pure Gold has already been launching these things. So I think that Pure Gold is one of the best companies in the Philippines when it comes to your potential e-commerce juggernaut. Now you might say, why is SM not doing that? Okay, so let's go to SM. SM is also a very slow dinosaur, but they have been hearing the request of the Filipinos. SM said that a 30 billion peso bond, some of their major capital expenditures is to spend on e-commerce. Because why wouldn't they? SM Investments does not want the Filipino shopper to forget them. Diba SM said, we've got it all for you. So SM is not stupid to let anyone take their market share. So SM so far at 838, it's now 878. It seems as if there are people who believe that, hey, in this e-commerce world, don't take SM for granted. And I, for one, will not take SM for granted, because at the end of the day, I will continue to shop in SM Investments someday in the future. And I do believe that more Filipinos will do the same. So if you're a Filipino, no matter what you do, we cannot live without these companies like SM and Puregold, which is still the consumer basket of the Philippine economy. At the end of the day, if I have 1,000 pesos here in my wallet, I'm pretty sure at least 200 pesos will go either to the pockets of SM Investments or to Puregold, because I need to eat something. And that would come from a Puregold supermarket or an SM Investments. Now, you might say, well, what do you think about Merrymark? I'm sorry to say, but you are still a startup in my mind. So you don't even count to my list. I could change my mind, don't worry. But you have to prove to me that I should change my mind. Now, are there supermarkets that deserve the love that they were never given? Mrs. G has been a disappointment to all the supermarkets, okay? For the last 7 years, what did Mrs. G do? Nothing but lose, lose, lose for all the shareholders. Now, I'm not saying that the company is losing money, but the company has not done anything to help the shareholders. I'm just being frank here, Mr. Frank, okay? So the shareholders is not being rewarded. The shareholders who got Mrs. G, I think, what was the IPO price here? Was it $4? So at $4, it went to $6 and then went a collapse mode back to 1 peso or 123. Now, is Mrs. G truly a dinosaur? So far, I think Gaisano has done, I'm not sure, have they done something online? Can you shop online? Because right now, the supermarkets badly have to have an online shop. Because I'm not going to go out and risk pandemic status just to get my supermarket. If I can buy it online, I'm not going to go to a supermarket. So what should a supermarket do? For one, they should start improving their e-commerce front, or else Grab will take that grocery pie from them. I'm warning you, Grab is taking a look. Not saying that, I'm not sure. I mean, I saw that you can buy groceries in Grab, and I'm not sure about the pricing. But in a world of retail, having a presence online is important. Now, I hope that Mrs. G, because they are dominant in Visayas, Mindanao, would see that they do not need to invest a lot online. Making an online shop is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Now, I'm not an online shopper. I'm not an online expert per se, but with money, I'm pretty sure they can figure that out. If Walmart was able to do the e-commerce trajectory, if Costco did the same, if Target did the same, if Best Buy did the same, did Amazon eat the shopping pie of Walmart? No. Guys, no. Just because Amazon was there didn't mean that Walmart was down the dumps. So there. So in the supermarket front, let's take a look at Robinson's Retail as well, because there's like players here, okay? So Robinson's Retail has been going down from 72 to 58. Should we buy Robinson's Retail at 58? I would say that Robinson's does have a good safety precaution, but I still believe that SNR and Puregold are the market share leaders here. So I think that SM and Puregold are the better ones when it comes to the retail front. I might be wrong, and I'm okay to be wrong. So we will watch how this segment plays out. So that's your retail for the day. But you can tell me in the comments section, Nikki, you're wrong. La 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 la. It's okay. I'm okay to be wrong. I'm okay to change my mind. So let's take a look in the press release. PLDT declares cash dividends. Let's take a look. One of the happy thoughts in the Philippines is that we have companies who are making money in a COVID pandemic. Of course, PLDT is one of them. That's why they can pay you cash dividends in the realm of billions. So how much is PLDT paying in the realm of billions? Billions of pesos. Let's count. Field download error. What the hell? Sorry, I can't read it. But okay, so they're declaring cash dividends. How much is it? X date August 17, they're paying 38 pesos. So they have the money to pay you, and so PLDT is one of the top picks that we said that should stay stable. We didn't say that you're going to make 100%, but we did say that you can make about 10-20% decent dividends and decent appreciation. If you were following us here in Awesome 10X channel, we've been repeating this again and again and again like a parrot. So PLDT is now trading at 1370, at 1200, 1160. We've been saying again and again and again, yes, it's okay to buy PLDT. So you got your 38 peso dividend. What happens? Okay, so on August 17, typically some people would say na, maybe I'll just sell 40 pesos, I'll get it now, and then I'll just get it back next time. So usually some people would sell at 1.4 with the hopes that people would dump after the dividend date, that they can buy it at 1.3 or 1.280. Those things can happen. Habitually, Filipinos are short-term minded, so they do that. I'm not sure if you should sell it before the August 16, August 17, or you just let it be. But it's up to you. That's your money, your call. Okay, so what else? What else can we say about the Philippines, no? So Globe is stable, Puregold is happy. Costco, which is a Puregold mother company, is actually getting a bit of love, but a bit only. It's been a loser for the last 7 years as well. Let's take a look in Costco, the mother company of Puregold. Okay, as I said, Puregold and Costco have been laggards for about 7 years. 7 freaking years. Okay, so take a look. Costco 2012 from about $1, 1 peso to 20, fell down to about $5. So can Costco go down to 4 pesos? What's your downside? Your downside is that Costco will never rise. Your upside is that it goes to $6, $7, $8, and even if it goes there, there will be resistances. Why will there be resistances? Because there were people who bought at 7 and 8, okay? So it's just that simple. So some people might say na if I'm only able to sell at 8, let's say I can sell at 8 pesos, I want to buy it at 4 pesos so that I can at the very least make 100% return here. So I'm not sure if it will go to 4 pesos, will it go to 3 pesos, but I see value in this company. I just don't know where it will bottom out. I do not know, and I do not pretend to know. Nevertheless, it is making money. Costco is saying that they made 3 billion pesos. So it's one of the few companies that is churning a lot of cash, And yet, the market is not pricing Costco correctly. So how much is Costco making in a single year? You can go check their declaration of cash. Does Costco make money? Does Costco pay cash dividends? The answer is yes, but it's very tiny. They only pay a little amount for you. I think they pay something like 1 to 2% a year. So in terms of cash dividends, they don't pay much, um, but are they making money? The answer is, of course, definitely a yes. If you are shopping in SNR, you have been contributing to their money maker for quite a while. And if you have shopped in Puregold, you have been making Lucio Co rich. Okay, so that's the truth. And okay, so what else can we say, no? So we talked about retail, we talked about, okay, should I discuss Jollibee for you? Let's put it tomorrow because I am out of time. But Jollibee lost 10 billion pesos. That's the headline. But maybe you're asking, if Jollibee lost 10 billion pesos, Nikki, then why is it up 3%? Well, because Jollibee said they would close many underperforming stores. And when you are losing money, the best thing to do is to cut your losses. If you think that you will continue to lose money operating those stores. So it's that simple, guys. If Pure Gold realizes that I have too many stores, or if Jollibee realized, okay, so Pure Gold is a different factor, no? Pure Gold opened stores, and they opened stores, they made money. Jollibee expanded the stores, but those expansion didn't make money. So if you expand as a businessman, I expand, I pay rent, I don't get sales, the proper thing to do is just shut it down. At the same time, if Jollibee said the right strategy, then people would buy for the strategy, not for today's earnings. Remember, we are buying the future, not today. Okay, let's just go to the, sige na nga, kunento ko na rin yung Jollibee, tapusin ko na lang. Let's go to the Jollibee earnings front. Jollibee lost billions. Okay, it's not as if like, oh, ito. As of March 9, Philippine fast food giant has been losing $2 billion on an American gamble. The tycoon built a fast food empire that trounced McDonald's in his home market, but this slide has wiped 100 billion pesos of the market value since the end of 2018. Of course, you know that story already. That was the story that people are saying about the, what's that? The smash burger. Okay, and the acquisitions of Coffee Bean, So how much did the fried chicken king of Asia lose this year? Let's take a look. Lost how much? I think they said lost 10 billion, no? So as you know, the market is always ahead of the curve. Okay, just because Jollibee lost 10 billion here didn't surprise people. Hello, as early as last year, people already know that there was something wrong with Jollibee. So it was already suffering the worst financial bleeding even before the COVID, and then the COVID accelerated the losses. Now, Jollibee incurred a quarter attributable net loss of 10 billion pesos. This is a reversal of the profit of 1 billion. Take note, Jollibee used to earn 6B a year. 6B to 1B to losing negative 10. Okay? So it's not as if the market was surprised here. Are you surprised? Of course not. Am I eating Chicken Joy? I am, but I know that you are losing money in your other businesses. But let's read. The business results were very bad, but we are focused on rebuilding our businesses. Moving forward, we are business transformation, improving our costs, no? We expect sales to improve in 2021 and have a historical growth of 15% annually by 2022. We expect our cash flow to turn positive by the fourth quarter of 2020. Take note, cash flow positive, not net income. Iba yung cash flow. When you have a business, you've got a restaurant, I've got operating expenses. And so if sales is greater than OPEX, that is an operating cash flow. Okay? It's not income per se, but a positive monthly cash flow. Now, they're saying they think that by fourth quarter 2020, they have an expectation of a positive cash flow. Philippines, China, Vietnam, Europe, Middle East are expected to generate net operating income as long as the government restrictions over COVID-19 will not be reimposed. So the system-wide sales has fallen 50%, 30 billion pesos. At the beginning of the second quarter, 50% were closed. The stores were closed. 88% of the stores have reopened, but heavily rely on delivery and takeout businesses. Weak sales, la la la. We expect sales to profit improve next month. La 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 la. Okay, so it's very clear, guys. The restaurant sector is a harsh money to be made, but it doesn't mean that you will forever think that that Jollibee will become in the middle of a breakdown every year. So with Jollibee, what I need to tell you is that you have to be neutral here. They have a hard time to make money, but it doesn't mean that it will become zero. Sure, they would lose money a few quarters from now, but that is something that people already know. So how much losses can Jollibee bleed next year? Maybe if it's less than 10 billion pesos, that is a wake-up call that we will recover. Again, it's really a reopening theme. You're buying Jollibee as long as you think that the market will reopen and that the people, bakit di ko maano? Anyway, I know the chart like I know the chart. Bali, you've got resistance at 150, you've got support at 110. 135 is draw. Middle ka. You're neither oversold, you're neither overbought. So I know that the believers of Jollibee would buy Jollibee at 110, 120, 100, and then they would sell at 150 above. It's that simple. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much. It's August 6, 2020. And please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And please subscribe, notification. It's free. And we are doing this to help Filipino people. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.